Hi everyone, it's Sunday, October 25th, time for another HideNet Week in Review. I'm Vera Dordick. So with the exception of a few selections in Europe, hide prices across the globe remain firm and there have been some additional increases on some origins. The market has been active, including in the US, which is where we'll start today. Sales volumes this week were likely a little less robust than last week. Producers are still holding on to good positions and they're able to avoid lower bids. But that said, customers are increasingly balking at higher prices. Nonetheless, they're buying, so there is demand. Trading in regular weight heavy Texas steers was a thin again, but 62-64 pound selections managed to eke out another $1 at the high end, selling in a range from $24 to $27. Slaughter for the week through Saturday, October 24th was 643,000, down just 2% from last week. For combined export sales, they were a healthy 657,800, and this attests to the good week that sellers had for the period ending October 15th. Combined shipments, however, they were down again, and this time by 9%, coming in at just 524,700. Turning to South America, editor Ronald Guiel tells us that after some sharp increases, the price of fresh hides was stable this week at 87 cents per kilo in reals. TR1 reflected these increases, and this week it rose a few cents to sell for 73 cents in dollars per square foot. In other news from Brazil, Gel Prime announced it would build a 300 million real industrial complex in Paraná. JBS is considering doing manufacturing in the Arab world, and October may see increased footwear exports in Brazil. From elsewhere in Latin America, Argentina's government has suspended the export tax on hides and leather through the end of the year in order to help the sector, and Puma's going to invest $5 million to increase production capacity there. Turning to Europe, editor Andrea Guolo reports that prices are generally stable, but there was some movement in both directions. Parts of Europe are seeing an increase in restrictions again because of the spikes in the coronavirus, so there's less purchasing going on, which is affecting tannery purchasing as well. English and Irish hides were stable this week, and supply continues to be a problem because of the restricted slaughter. The English 36 plus ox is still selling at 90 cents sterling per kilo, but sales are sparse. And in Ireland, the price is still 85 cents in euros, and they can't push it up any higher. With regard to bulls, the best selections are again seeing prices increase. In fact, the 37 plus in Brittany earned the highest price for the European bulls, up to €1.50 per kilo. In the veal market, there are also some challenges both on the supply and demand side, so prices have been stable in general. And then in his analysis, Andrea looks at what's going on with the tanneries and their warehouse supplies given the resurgence of concern over the coronavirus in Europe, and as well as their situation with exports to Asia. So that's all we have for today. So until next week, good night from HideNet.